Good morning, boys and girls. We're starting a new week today. We didn't have any schooling yesterday on Monday, so that was the 4th of May. So we're going to cross that off to begin with. And we'll start with today's date today is Tuesday, May 5th, 2020. Tuesday, May 5th, 2020. So we're starting on a Tuesday this week. So let's get going. The first thing I want you to do is the comprehension test about the story we read last week, and it's called Olivia. That was the little pig that had all kinds of different activities that we read about. So that is 4 pages long, and on the back, what I'd like to tell you is how to write this little story. It says, how can a reader tell that this is fantasy? Now we know that fantasy means make-believe. So tell why Olivia is a fantasy story. And tell some things that you read in the story that gives you that idea. All right, we will start with our spelling words. Today we have the vowel pattern AU and AW. AU and AW. And they both sound aw, aw. Here's the first one, hall, aw, hall. It is spelled H-A-U-L, hall. The second word with an AU is cause. What is the cause of that noise? C-A-U-S-E. So both of these two have the A-U in the middle of them that says ah. Now the next 4 of our basic words have A-W. That also says ah, and we just have to memorize it. But there's one small hint. A lot of the words that have AW, the AW is at the end of the word. Like in the word saw, S-aw, S-A-W. Now that word has 3 meanings. I saw a bird in the tree. That's using your eyes. Then there's a tool that's called a saw that you cut a board with. And then when you are using that tool, you are sawing or sawed the board. So that has 3 different meanings. The next AW word is claw, C-L-A-W. It's at the end again. The dinosaur had a sharp claw. Paw. Now all these rhyme, don't they? So all you have to do is change the beginning word, the beginning letter, and you'll have a new word. So here's paw. The dog had a hurt paw. And then, of course, there's always a word that doesn't follow the rules. Here is AW, but it's in the middle of the word. Dawn. That's the beginning of the day. D-A-W-N. Dawn. That is the start of our day. So we have 4 basic words that are AW and 2 that are AU. So that's the ah sound for this week. Now we always have 2 review words every week, and the review words are from last week's spelling. And it has the O-O in the middle, as in book, B-O-O-K, book. And then we have the word that rhymes with book, took. He took his dog to the park, took. So those are the 2 review words from last week, book and took. Now the high frequency words are words that usually don't follow our vowel pattern, and most of the time we have to memorize it. And the first one is nothing. N-O-T-H I-N-G. Now you all know the ending ing, I-N-G, so that'll help you with spelling nothing. This word actually means not a thing. Nothing. There is nothing to worry about. There is not a thing to worry about. They just put it together and made it into one word, nothing. And the last one is along. So it starts with an A, and then you write the word long, L-O-N-G, along. So this is how that word looks, along. We walked along the river until we found a place to have a picnic, along. So that is our 10 basic words for spelling, 6 basic, 2 review, and 2 high frequency words. Now, you will have a B sheet in your packet of work. And of course, you always look for the B to help you, you know where to start. Page SP 105, and then the back of it is SP 106, and that is a word search. That's always fun. The sentence for this week has a couple of different things in it. I saw the dog's hurt paw. So I is a word if it's uppercase, and that word actually stands for 2 points. I saw, that's 3, the dogs. Now dogs, if you look, it says apostrophe S. That little mark is apostrophe. That doesn't mean there's a whole bunch of dogs running around. There's only one dog, and its paw is hurt. I saw the dog's hurt paw. So here are the points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the apostrophe, 7, 8, 9. So there are 9 points to this sentence. Practice it a couple of times, and I'm sure that you will be able to write this sentence with no problem at your testing time, which is always Friday. All right, the next thing is your phonics worksheet, and this is a singular sheet. It's not stapled to anything, and you might have to look for it. It might not be in exactly this order, but you look for this, and if you see a car and a saw, you know you're on the right page. Now, this has a couple of different instructions. At the top, it says to print the AU and the AW on the line. All you're doing is practicing the vowel pattern. Then it says with the pictures, circle the word that goes with the picture. Now, I called that a car, but that doesn't have an AU or AW in it. The word is auto. They used to be called automobiles and then shortened it to auto. In the 2 boxes below, circle the words that have the letters AU. Circle the words that have the letter AW. And then you write those words on the line, the ones that have AU and the ones that have AW. So that is your phonics page. The work packet page, now that's the stapled page. And you know you're on the right page if you see a dog who has a special sweater on that says Paul. Paul is spelled P-A-U-L. There's an A-U. The letters A-U, A-W, and A-U-G-H stand for the vowel sound in Paul, paw, or taught. The letter A in tall also makes this vowel sound. Circle the word that answers each riddle. So the first one says, a mouse is this size. What is it? Then you have 2 words here. One of them has the ah sound in it. And I bet you see it already. It's small. Small, circle small. That's all you have to do on this page. Look at the pictures for a clue of what the sentences are about. All right, now your journal entry this morning is about the weather. So I want you to look out the window and see what the weather is, and that's how you will start your story. And then there's a couple of other sentences that I would like you to write. So that's what you do for your journal. Now, when we used to be in school together, we would come up to the brown table for reading in our little groups, and we would read what I called the decodable reader. It was a small story that practiced all the vowel patterns of that week. So I copied those books and made little stapled books like this for you. You should have 2 of them. For this first lesson, all for Paul is the decodable reader. So as you read through this, you will find all the different kinds of words that have ALL or AU or AW. It is written by Mish Goldish, illustrated by Ronnie Rooney. Nice names to try to pronounce this morning. So you read this little story to yourself. It would be just fine to read it out loud. And here is another little project you can do if you want to, if it works with your mom or dad. This is all optional. You remember what optional means. It means you don't have to do it, but you can. If you would like to read that story, All for Paul, to me, so I can hear you read again, have your mom or dad take the phone or the laptop or the computer, whatever you work on, and have them film you and send it to me. I would love to hear you read again. Now that's optional, but if you can do it, that would be great. Have a good morning, everybody.